Let's go straight to Ken Goldin from Goldin Auctions. Ken, I love this stuff. You tell us you have the largest auction industry in history, and you brought in $33 million in January. Let's take a look at what items you have today, starting with the Kobe Bryant rookie card. I love the way you describe it in the catalog. You say it yields a creation that's almost impossibly harmonious on a physical level and nothing less than rapturous in its effect upon the spirit. You expect to get as much as $1.5 million for this, right?
Well, actually, the problem is we did those estimates last week. It's currently, I believe, at $1.2 million.
Okay.
The auction still has about 3 weeks to go. So at this point, it's a hot industry, David. It's a hot industry. I expect it at this point to go for over $2 million.
Wow.
Well, it's one of only two that exist in that condition in the world. So it is the #1 Kobe Bryant trading card or any item that you can possibly own.
It's amazing. And the fact that he passed away, I don't mean to diminish in any way, shape, or form his passing, but that increases the value of the card, does it not?
Yes, it does. All of his items went up after that.
Yeah. All right. Next is LeBron James. A little less money, but still a very sellable card.
Yeah, this is known as an exquisite. It is limited and numbered to only 99 on a grade. It's an 8.5 out of 10 with a 10 autograph, and the collectors really love the unique patches with this one has. I believe, again, I estimated it last week at $1 million, and I believe it's currently at $1.1 million at GoldinAuctions.com.
Wow.
It is probably the single most desirable LeBron James card that you can own.
Wow. And I have here that there is a current bid for $850,000, but that's up now, right?
No, it's $850 plus you add the 20% buyer's premium, so that adds another $170,000 to it.
I got you. All right, let's go to old school. One of my favorites of all time, #7, Mickey Mantle. His rookie card is up for auction. How much would I have to spend?
We expect this to go between 1.5 to 1.8 million. It is the classic Mickey Mantle. It is the first major release of Topps, which of course is just celebrated their 70th anniversary of producing trading cards. It is in a grade of an 8. There are less out of it is the most desirable baseball card in the world, and Mickey Mantle is one of the most popular players for trading card collectors in the world. It is really a unique piece of art and a collector's item.
You know, there's an emotional attachment to Mickey Mantle that I think is beyond his stats. I mean, a lot of the other athletes that we mentioned have stats that might be more impressive, but Mickey Mantle had something extra about him that I'm sure is added to his value.
I can tell you're a real fan. I mean, I was not around when he played, yeah. But people would say he hit the ball, and the sound of the ball off his bat just sounded differently than everybody else.
I think you're right about that. All right, finally, another guy who has an extraordinary personality that, if not equal to Mickey Mantle, is up there close to it. Michael Jordan, his rookie card as well. How much is that going to bring in?
We expect this to go for $600,000 and above. It is the classic 1986 Fleer rookie card in a PSA 10 grade. It is currently the most in-demand trading card worldwide in the marketplace because everybody, as they're getting into cards, the first thing they want to buy is a Michael Jordan rookie.
Now, I'm interested, though, in why it's relatively cheap compared to the others we've been looking at.
Sure. Well, it's production. So some of these other cards, you have to realize the Kobe, in its condition, there's only 2 that exist. The Mickey Mantle, in its condition, there's only 33 that exist. The LeBron James, only 99 of the card exist in the world. The Jordan was produced in 1986. At a time production was higher. There's actually, I believe, 300 or so of these cards that exist in this particular grade, but the demand is insatiable, far more than the supply.
Well, it's all mouth-watering. I'm literally drooling looking at particularly. Save the Mickey one for me, all right?
Absolutely.
Ken, thank you very much. Good to see you. Have a good weekend.